Good morning, Memphis and the Mid-South. Thank you for joining us. I'm Curtis Jay. It is 5:30, 72 degrees outside. Also in the news, historic or watered down. A non-discrimination measure passes, but not everyone's satisfied. To look now at today's headlines from our partners at the Daily News. New details in a lawsuit against MLGW filed by former President Joseph Lee. Well, Memphis was just one of the stops on Secretary Duncan's nationwide tour. He is going to go cross-country getting information for President Obama's plan to overhaul education. Hey, Val, you know what? I would love to talk to you about how good that show was. I hear nothing but great things about Wicked. It opened Wednesday here at the Orpheum, and we have so much more coming up. Also, pot smokers light up because one state is no longer sending you to jail if you're caught with some Mary Jane. Memphis golfer John Daly is back on the PGA Tour. His suspension has been lifted. A new distinction for Grizzlies owner Michael Heisley, and it's not a good one. SportsIllustrated.com is listing Heisley as a third worst owner in the NBA. Well, let's go to the Memphis Zoo right now, where they welcomed a very big baby into the family last night. For the first time in the zoo's history, a baby elephant was born there.
Congratulations to him.
When's the big lottery drawing for us?
Not soon enough.
Yeah, is it today or tomorrow? Is it today? All right. Yeah, well, hopefully, if I'm not here tomorrow, I'm on a flight to Tahiti. Because I hope our pool.
You'll be heading to Tahiti. I'll be heading to Bora Bora.
Yes. Yeah. Good morning, Memphis and the Mid-South. Thank you so much for joining us on this Friday morning. It is June 26th. I'm Curtis Jay. And making headlines this morning, a big news day, a new era for the city of Memphis. This weekend is going to mark the 51st annual Memphis Greek Festival, and thousands of people are expected to enjoy baklava, flaming cheese, and lamb as they celebrate Greek heritage. At the movies this weekend, a bunch of comedies are coming to a theater near you. There's Sandra Bullock, who has to get married or else. And there's also Woody Allen, a romance about what else, folks? A very young girl and a much older man. Fox's Jill Dobson has more on what you can see this weekend. Protecting yourself from internet crooks can be very difficult, but there are things that you can do that won't cost you an arm and a leg. Fox 13's Earl Farrell is live in East Memphis with more on that. Good morning, Earl. Good morning, Memphis and the Mid-South. Thank you for joining us. I'm Curtis Jay. It is 5:30 and 75 degrees outside. Also in the news this morning, plug pulled. A plan for a new hospital taken off life support. Good morning, Earl. The nation's top blues musicians were honored last night at the 30th Annual Blues Music Awards, and it was held at the Cook Convention Center. The sausages are grilling and the sauces are simmering. Italian Fest is in full swing in East Memphis, and Fox 13's Earl Farrell is live there right now in the middle of all of it. Are they really cooking this early, Earl? In Education Matters, a group of inner-city children on scholarship at an exclusive private school take the next step in their young lives. We also have some good news for retirees in the city of Memphis. U.S. News and World Report, a magazine, is saying that the Bluff City is the third best place for single people to retire. The magazine is saying that nearly half of retirees 65 and older are single. Now, why the high rating? Great activities in our city, including the nightlife on Beale Street, the Botanic Gardens, and Graceland. The sun could soon shine bright on West Tennessee. Governor Phil Bredesen wants to build one of the largest solar power plants in the eastern U.S. right in our backyard. This 20-acre solar farm would be built along Interstate 40 in Haywood County. $62 million of federal stimulus money would be used to build this plant and for solar research. The plant could generate clean power for up to 700 homes. Governor Bredesen says that some of the materials used to build the plant will be manufactured by Sharp Electronics right here in Memphis. The U.S. Department of Energy still has to approve this plan before the project gets underway.
Historians believe that Michelangelo painted the masterpiece titled The Torment of St. Anthony when he was just 12, possibly 13 years of age.
Isn't that amazing?
Wow.
12 years old and you're painting like that.
That's amazing talent.
I mean, I'm still doing stick figures at that age. I mean, I'm terrible at what I do now.
You've seen my doodling work, and it's not pretty.
Yeah, I mean, here's the picture, folks. Take a look at this. Michelangelo, at the age of 12 or 13, painted this incredible picture.
It's beautiful.
If you've never been to Italy, the Sistine Chapel, it's one of his most famous works of art. that itself is just overwhelming almost when you go in there and you just see
beautiful.
it. You're stunned at
Right.
the talent. Yeah. East Tennessee kayaker is found alive and in good condition after being lost in the woods overnight. 63-year-old Gary Peterson was reported missing Tuesday after he didn't return home from a kayaking trip. A serial rapist could be sentenced to life in prison today. Dwayne Hardy was convicted of robbing a woman in Overton Park and holding a knife to her 2-year-old daughter's throat. The science behind lying, and at the University of Memphis, they are hoping to start experimenting with the auto tutor in a real classroom setting in the next couple of years. Bankruptcy filings are rising throughout the country, and many bankruptcy lawyers are now coming out against the Bankruptcy Abuse Prevention and Consumer Protection Act because they say they are turning into debt relief agencies. You can check out those stories and more in the Daily News. In Money Matters this morning, more than 100 Mid-Southerners will be out of a job within the next few months. Pacific Rail Services is closing its Memphis office on Lamar Avenue, and it will eliminate 118 jobs. The office is expected to close by early next year. Off to Education Matters, where a Memphis City school got some national recognition for its work in the classroom. Fox 13's Amy Cowman has more on the U.S. Secretary of Education's visit to Whitehaven High School. Taking a look across America, 4 counties in California are under a state of emergency. This comes as thousands of people have fled their homes as wildfires burn out of control.
Cry of sin, my goodness.
It's time for you to go to confession.
Listen, man. Mea culpa, you got wow.
Wow. Poor sister.
We have these, I guess we have an image that nuns don't drink or
Yeah,
what, I
or
don't know,
priests
that's kinda
don't.
whatever.
Yeah.
guess
But I'm
they
sure,
do.
like, listening to all the problems and all that, they probably want to down a few. I bet a half bottle of
Just
gin.
a couple back.
I wonder what time it
It
was.
was in the afternoon. It was broad daylight. My goodness.
Sister, time for you to pray. Pray, sister.
We'll be right back.